That's
We're
good.
there.
It's at least you were able to rule
Actually,
that one out.
You will always get a negative COVID test because we don't have anybody to check on any of that anymore.
Well, these are tests from before.
Before
before Trump,
the major cuts.
Yeah, pre-Trump COVID test.
Oh man,
okay.
the PT.
But then they might be expired though.
Well, now they extended the dates on a bunch of them because they
yeah.
can just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They're
came
fine.
out before Trump, and Trump said it's cool to use them a
Yeah,
little
he's
bit
like,
longer.
it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry
Fine.
about it one little bit.
Stop bothering me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm golfing.
I got a lot of I got a lot of stuff to do out
Just
here.
tell me what
I'm
I need to
renaming
say
bodies
yes
of water
to.
over here. I can't
That's
be worried
right.
about
I got a lot of thinking to do. A lot of thinking to
changing
do.
Lake Erie to Lake Spooky.
That's right. Whatever. That's right. Erie's too complicated of a word.
It's going to be Lake Horror now.
Lake Horror.
It's too tame. It's too weak. Lake
It's
Erie.
the worst lake, the best scares that you've ever had.
Best, most,
The best-
awesomest, worst. It's all hyperbole.
When he short circuits, that's all it's going to be. It's just going to be him using
This
a whole bunch of superlatives.
From here on out, I'm just letting you guys know. Anything we talk about, I'm going to fervently and rabidly defend the administration.
Yeah, you have to.
Sure. Because if I don't,
Yeah, you have
I'm
to.
not keeping my job.
No, you have to be
You
ready.
gotta get bit
You
by
ha-
the Doge.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
You've finally seen the error of your ways, and you've become far more efficient
Yeah.
thanks to it.
Are we
That's-
streaming right now? Or
yes,
no?
we are. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
Chris, can you make that not ajar? And that way, perfect.
It
Very
was a
good.
door when
It's
I
a
got
door
here.
now. Well, now and it's all really about how you put the lid on. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's start the show here. We're pretty much
Whatever. Let's start this
after
fucker.
the dinner there. We're
That's
pretty
right.
much right
I'm
on.
full of hot dogs now, baby.
That's full of hot dogs. We're right on time.
I got my funny fuel in me.
Now,
you go.
what is this here?
That's a camera.
Yeah, but why is that lit up? That shouldn't be lit up.
So you know that it's on, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but it shouldn't be on.
Should be on.
That's
We should use
I
it.
don't think it's really
That's
impacting the lighting situation.
No, that's the Just Chris cam is what
Yeah.
that one is.
Oh,
we,
yeah?
we don't want that one on.
Oh, it just turned off.
Yeah, no, I turned it off. It's good now. Everything's the way it's supposed to be. All's right in the world, and I wish Screaming Man Tom was here to tell me what that phrase is because I can't remember what it is. All's right, and God's in his high castle or some shit like that. I forget what it is. He told me
interesting.
what it was, but on the comments one day, but I don't remember.
He might show up later. You never know.
You never know who's going to blow into town when it comes to the Kickstart.
Hopefully not anyone because I don't want to
That's right.
offend the world
That's
with
right.
my
Well,
existence.
and it's some
Too late.
Some things are done. Some things are done. That's right. Yeah, it's over and done with kind of thing. Start the goddamn thing. Oh, here it goes.
Oh.
Maybe. Hello. Maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then... Wait! What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay then.
Hail to the king, baby.
Ah, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
What's going on? I have no idea. We're gonna have to.
Everything's off. I bet you they can't even hear us right now.
No, they can. They should still be able to hear us. I believe. Let's see. We should still be talking. Yeah, because the audio. Yeah, the audio's coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The live stream.
Because they're listening. They're hearing what we're hearing now. We made
Is
it all
anyone
adjusted.
here like
this
suffering
actually,
through this?
This actually started. Somebody was here, but they left during the intro
Oh,
still.
good. Okay.
So it's all good.
Thank
We're
goodness.
right on track.
Fuck
We're jumping.
it.
We're jumping right back in, everybody. Jumping right back in. Maybe.
This is for you, Zuck.
There you go.
Let's go bold.
Tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt,
And Matt.
And Maryland brand Chris.
Maryland brand Chris
He's
has
been converted.
He's
Yeah,
been
I've officially
stamped.
assimilated.
He's
Yeah.
been
I've got the headgear.
stamped.
He's
Oh
like the
my
Borg.
God.
I got
That's
some
right.
Old Bay in my pocket.
That's right. That's just perpetually, though. It's not. You didn't even put it there. It's just from being in the environment. It's like being near the water. Starts to erode all of the metal. When you're in Maryland long enough, just Old Bay shows up in the pockets.
Starts oozing out of your pores.
It's
That's
a
how you
beautiful
sweat.
thing.
You're gonna get googly eyes next, like trashy
Yeah,
trash wheel.
that's
Yep,
right.
yep.
It's really he's going to start.
Grow some crab legs.
Right. Well.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. What else are you going to do with
Extra
your life?
mobility's good.
Yeah.
You can lay down and then just go wherever you need to go.
And that's what it's about. It's all about efficiency.
Carcinogenesis or whatever that
That's
is.
right. Carcinogenesis, I believe, is
know.
the proper
My best
terminology.
approximation.
Yep.
To get some extra kick drums and then,
Man,
get like
oh,
Yeah.
Chris, I'll tell you what. You
Quadruple
could,
bass.
yeah,
I
you're
really
really
want
going to be
you
killing it.
I want you to work on the strength of those legs because one day I will eat that sweet,
Oh.
delicious meat.
But just the tops.
You got to pry them off my cold dead body.
Yeah, because you know the thing
No
is.
problem. I got a bowl of hot water, a big bucket full of it. I know you can't defeat that.
My one weakness.
Really, the back
Just
fin.
dangle a can of Old Bay over top of it.
That's right. Yeah, it's like the Great Mouse Detective. It's just dangling over top of you, waiting for the clock to strike. Really, when you're eating that back fin meat, that's the ass.
Yeah.
You're eating the butt meat.
Oh, I love
people
eating
put
that
extra
I'll
ass.
tell you what, man.
I'll go on
I'll
record.
tell you what.
Give me that crab butt.
That crab
Yeah,
ass is
there you go.
definitely getting all up in my
Oh,
throat, baby.
and sometimes you have to take advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves, whether they're covered in Old Bay or not. You can always add it later.
It's true.
It's
Just
better.
always a little
it's
bit.
better when it's in the pot with them, but you can always add it later.
If
Sometimes you got people who don't like the whole. You ever have one of those people that rinse the seasoning off of the crab?
What psychopath does that shit?
I've seen them.
I've
You've
seen
seen this?
I've
Yeah.
seen it too. I've seen it too.
I
I've
feel
seen-
like
It's
there's a-
disgraceful.
I've
but-
immediately committed them to the insane asylum. Immediately, I call the
there's-
police.
I sense a reservation about like the names.
I've just shot him
here.
on the spot.
I just call. Yeah, but I call Baltimore. I don't even bother with the local police
You're
because
like,
they
"Let's
won't
take
understand.
We need to do a beer run. Yeah. We got to go downtown for it. Get out of the car and wait here in this corner.
That's it. That's how we handle it.
Here,
Get it
dangle
done.
this big old wad of cash, and then they'll come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you use that as the bait. It's just like you put the chicken necks out there when
you
you're
have to be
crabbing.
careful doing that because you might get shot yourself.
Well, just keep your hand in most of the way, you know.
So like an inch or two out of the window.
That's it, just enough so they can see the green.
Let the
That's-
wind catch it.
That's right. You just want the flap. They'll smell it too. This, everybody out there, they're always hunting for the cash. So
You got to
never-
get like a wacky racers type car where you can have a sidecar off of your car so that
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
flapping in
That's
the
it.
wind. And they
That's
just
it.
get grabbed off like it's Jurassic Park with a raptor nearby.
and you catch the nose of like a bouncer that's hanging outside of one of those clubs down there, and he just takes after you and coming down the road. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare, man. You just got to watch out. Got to keep the fingers in. Got to keep the fingers in and stay alert. But Chris, I'm glad you've made the journey across the Mason-Dixon line again here in the final weeks of Black History Month.
That's why I'm here.
It should have been a do-rag on there instead.
Well, I mean, he
kinda.
could
pretty
pull
much,
it. He could pull it off as
Yeah.
one. Yeah. So,
Yeah, yo.
that's right. There you go.
That's more like it. I appreciate that
Straight-
spirit.
Straight from the suburbs. So- Well, let's see. A lot has happened since we've seen you last. We have hopefully seen the last of the snow, but I probably will be proven wrong. The conclusion of the tractor saga is that it was the fucking battery the whole goddamn time, which I replaced at the
needed
end
some
of the
double
year,
A's.
mere 3 months ago. Okay, I replaced this fucking battery. It was just a bad battery, and I had it's
You
so
always
Bad
gotta-
battery.
that's
Bad
right,
battery.
right,
No.
right. I took it down to the guy to look at it, whatever. He ran full 40 amps through the fucking thing, and it still wouldn't turn the engine over.
It's like an egg. You got to put it in the water, and if it floats, then it's bad.
I forgot to do it. I forgot to put the battery in the water. I had a bath drawn and everything. So he got one out of this
Just
ATV.
throw in the pond and see
That's it.
See if anything floats up.
Well, he pulled one out of this ATV or whatever he had over there, slapped it in the tractor, the fucking thing started right away. No problem. So now I've got it back. I'm all ready. and it was just the goddamn battery. All that, I fucking thought I was dying. I collapsed my chest 4 times. It was the fucking battery the whole time. Oh well, now we know. That's what else is there to do? Also, the soundboard is back.
Yay!
I cracked the code. I figured out how to get this fucking thing back up and running again.
Thank God. We're nothing if not Morning Zoo, free internet radio, which no one even wants to listen to. We're not even inserted into your life in a way that you can't avoid, like morning radio is.
That's right, exactly right. It's not even on the background of something else. You have to consciously choose to immerse yourself in this noise. But along with all of our favorites, our old favorites, we have a few new favorites that are on here. But unfortunately, we have placed them in memoriam because over the time when we have been away from you, our dear Detective Crashmore, Biff Whiff, has crossed the Rainbow Bridge into the halls of Valhalla amongst the other warriors who have righteously defended the greater realms, and we miss him dearly. And he can't stop crying.
I can't stop crying.
We've got that one on there, and he wants to let us know.
I don't care if I die at all. Everything has sucked lately.
So don't be sad.
That's right. That's exactly right.
This is what he wanted.
This is exactly right. He's happy where he is, and we wish him the best in the halls of Valhalla as he fights his way to his happy anniversary party again. So.
Watching for any of us to get a tattoo.
That's right. Yeah, and,
that's right.
And goddamn,
now he's omniscient.
He really is having his eyes. He's really having his eyes peeled.
He's
now,
like Obi-Wan.
That's right. Now,
are we not recording?
I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is going, but because before when we stopped it, it was still going.
Yeah.
But either way, we're just going to keep fucking going because.
I might have to paste.
I'll just pull the goddamn audio off the live stream at this point.
You're just welcome to lower quality than you're used to.
At all. Everything has sucked lately.
This is
right in theme with what the way things are.
It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's right where it's supposed to be.
You know that shitty show that you hate that you really shouldn't be listening to? The quality is now lowered.
Now it's diminished quality. I know. I'm just picking up where we are now. But whatever. Who cares?
8 minutes lost.
I don't care if I die at all. Everything has sucked lately.
This might as well be my heartbeat. This fucking clip. But anyhow, so Chris, what have you been up to recently?
Aside from being sick, I went and visited the far-off dimension of Denver, Colorado.
Oh, right.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you successfully used an airplane.
Well, I called and I made sure that all the white people were working when I flew out
That's
and
what
flew
you
back.
That's the ticket.
I was so worried because there was that plane that went upside down, and I was like, I think Chris was in that plane.
I think Chris left that plane. That's what happened.
He got ejected out of the side door.
The tachometer was all
that's why I stayed in the emergency row so I could pull the door open.
That's right. You can only trust yourself these days. Can I pack a parachute, please? Please.
Yeah, don't hit me. I'll hit me.
Right. That's right.
But no, it was a fun trip. Went out there.
Have you ever been before?
No, I hadn't.
Oh, cool.
I had driven through like the southern part of Colorado before, but no, we went to Casa Bonita.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that's the shirt I'm wearing. Right now.
Very good. Very good.
This is now didn't like the South Park guys buy it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary about it on HBO. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, it was awesome when we went. I think it cost them like $41 million to renovate the whole thing.
Woo!
It was supposed to be like 6.
Wow.
There you go.
Well, they're not short on cash.
Well, no, but when they were renovating it, they found out that nothing had been changed since like 1988 or something like that.
There you go.
So there was like dirt in the air conditioning units, or actually in the vents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the food wasn't phenomenal, but you're paying for the experience and the ambiance and all that stuff.
What a bizarre thing, though. Like,
it doesn't make any sense at all.
I'll have to watch that documentary to know like what reason besides it being a joke on their show that they desperately wanted to. Salvage it.
It's like hugely famous in Denver. Like,
so it's like a local attraction.
Yeah, like everybody went there for birthdays and stuff like that. Like,
even though it's like subpar.
Yeah. I mean, because it was, where else are you gonna see cliff divers indoors and
is it like massive? Like,
oh yeah, it's like, I think in the documentary they said it's like a 50,000 square foot
holy
like
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's like a fucking Costco.
Yeah, there's
It
like,
is, yeah.
like 2 or 3
damn.
kitchens in it, and like the layout doesn't even make sense. Like we were up on like an upper floor, but it's not even like floors. Like there's just pathways and ramps to get down to like other places, and you can literally just walk. Like what you're supposed to do is you get to your table, you eat, have some drinks, whatever, and then you just wander around for a couple hours.
Damn.
Oh,
That's the whole point. And so we
it's like the Squid Games back rooms.
Yeah.
we had paid for like a VIP area or whatever, so like we had a pretty clear view of the cliff divers and stuff. So they did that every 20 minutes.
Damn.
Jesus.
They would just come out and do like little like shows and dab, and they had like some little props. There was like some picture of an old lady. This one guy kept coming out and like kissing it before he would dive off the cliff. Stuff like that.
Little did you know that was just all of the kitchen staff. They were just trying to break the band.
They actually are servers that
Yeah,
do that
well,
stuff.
this is it, Chris. You really need to.
They serve you in a thong?
No.
What? Where's this at again?
There's like. It was funny though. Like they at every table they give you this little flag that you're supposed to put up if you want like service or whatever.
Okay.
And our guy, I guess we were just too slow because like I think we had raised it once, but every other time I think he came over 3 times before we actually put the flag up. And when we finally did, it took like 10 minutes for somebody to show up.
Yours is broken. That's why you had it upside down.
Yeah. But no, it was cool. Like if you ever find yourself out there for whatever reason, like it's definitely made for kids, but it was still like
Oh well, then
there's still fun for adults. Like we ended up going to this magic show. I think it was the insanely mysterious Sorcerer.
Okay.
And it was this tiny lady in like a bell-bottom tracksuit with a plastic luchador mask that had like swappable mouthpieces. And like the whole thing was set to music. And like she would change her mouth depending on the trick and stuff like that. Like there's like a smiley one, a surprise one, like biting her lip,
right?
All kinds of weird shit. Alexis ended up on stage because, of course, Sorcerer came down and was like trying to get everybody to cheer, and we were right in the front. And Alexis can scream.
Yeah.
So she did that, and the lady, like, real surprised, looked at her, pointed at her, and brought her up stage.
There you go.
And she did this trick with her where she put her arm in a box, and then the lady put these 3 rings on it, and then she pulled her arm out, and the rings were on her arm.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, but the whole time, like, Alexis like had her arm in there, and I was just watching her face because I know she's like super just weirded out by that kind of stuff. So the whole time she's just like up there mouthing to herself, "It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay."
She pulls back a stump. I knew it. I fucking know it.
Jamming it back into the box. Give it back. Give it back.
I'm not paying my bill here. I'm not paying it.
Oh man, yeah, but it's cool. Like we managed to find like the one place that doesn't turn around, like because there's just different attractions like through like when you go past people's tables and stuff like that.
Right.
So we ended up in this like mine area that looked like there would have been something in there, and then you just get to this back wall and you just walk past all these people eating for no reason. You just gotta turn around and go back.
Nope, not this way.
But yeah, it was super fun. Like spent way too much money there. It was worth it though. It's not something you do very often. Right?
Sure,
So,
right.
Especially living over here.
Yeah, that's true. You have a little distance.
I have to ask Allison if she's ever went there before, because she was living in Colorado briefly when she was doing her like residency or whatever that was. So
yeah, I don't know. I know it was like
actually I'm gonna be there in like May.
Oh really?
Yeah. I just remembered because we're gonna go for a continuing education thing that she's doing. She's
nice.
learning to. She's working on like getting her rehab certifications because there's some like rehab equipment at the hospital she works at. And it's something that she's wanted to do. But anyways, we're going out there, so I'm gonna put that on the list of things to do. Is it close to like Denver? I'm not not sure exactly where.
Yeah, it's like downtown. It's like weirdly just in a shopping center. Like there's like a dentist office next to it.
Oh,
so a big parking lot then.
Oh yeah.
See, now that you're talking, that's a beautiful thing.
now I want to go. Now I'm hard. Now I'm fucking hard.
The doc says she hasn't been there, but we could if you'd like.
Okay.
Well, now it's worth it. Like if she would have gone in the past, it probably would have been pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, I would have loved to hear like her opinion of it prior to this renovation thing, because it's sounding like the renovation just kind of like
Opened
like
it up.
brought it
bit,
back
yeah.
up to code, basically.
Yeah, right.
Pretty
Instead
much,
of it,
yeah.
renovating it in like a intuitive way.
Yeah, because it opened in the 70s and like hadn't been given any love since like 1977 or
Well, that'll
1980
do
or
it.
something.
Yeah, that'll do it. My God.
But yeah, definitely check that out. I will say, for anyone who's interested, you should follow our Instagram page because you have to like get reservations ahead of time. Like,
Okay.
I think we got ours back in November or December.
Wow.
To go in February.
Holy shit.
Because it's still like there's like just making it difficult to get in because it used to be like open to the public, but ever since the renovation and stuff, like they want to make sure their staff isn't overwhelmed and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're jumping off the cliffs all the time. I mean,
well, there's people like walking around, like there's like a sheriff and a robber and some like lady, like there's just actors and stuff just walking around. There's a person in a gorilla suit that just runs around. And that's fucking insane. That's from the 70s. That's all shit they kept. They just like they made the script not horrible, but like none of it makes any sense.
Oh man, that's great. I love it.
We're only letting 4 people in a day because we don't want the staff to be overwhelmed, especially the guy that runs around in a gorilla suit. He's really going to get fucked up if there's more than 4 people here at a time. He can't see out of that thing. He's just running from memory.
He's 85 years old.
He doesn't even know he's in the suit.
He climbs up one of these fake trees and sleeps in there. We tried to get him down a couple times. He kicked everybody out. Literally. I mean, he kicked them out of this tree.
He bit us.
That's right. 2 firefighters said they're not going up there. They're terrified.
Yeah.
Tried to hose him out.
The mouth doesn't even work on the mask, and he bit us.
No, we don't know how he's eating. Must have a hose or something. We don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Well, that's good. So when was the renovations done, you say?
I think
a couple of years ago. I think.
No, it was like last year. I think was when it reopened.
Allison was saying that she was only out there in 2015.
Okay, I mean, it shut down because of COVID.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
they went into bankruptcy because of that.
So it was a little
another
before
casualty of COVID.
Oh my God, we just had a whole big rush. Terry's here, Deirdre's here. Hey, here we are.
They heard the call of Casa Bonita.
That's right. That's it. They love it. It's the good house.
I love that the food is like mediocre.
I mean, it's decent now. I mean, I think it's like $35 per like adult or whatever.
Oh, is it like a all you can eat kind of deal or?
No. There's like a real small menu. There's like
interesting.
5 or 6 different like entrees to choose
I'm
from.
real concerned about being overwhelmed there, huh?
Yeah, don't overwhelm us. Listen, what do you want? What did you want to order?
I think it's also because
ice.
We're all out of that. No, I think it's more like that place must be insanely expensive to run.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
thinking about all the cliff
if you're
divers.
supposed to eat and then wander and then bump into some people who are diving off a cliff on a regular basis, I'd say it takes a little bit of money to run that place. Yeah.
Unless it's just all like lunatics.
It could be a bunch of like organized chaos.
It's an
possible.
insane asylum that they just happen to have kitchens and tables in.
They're constantly running games in these little alcoves that you don't realize, and the losers get thrown off the cliffs. You think that it's all voluntary, but the screams tell you otherwise. So it's
man, I'm gonna TM this real quick, but
do it.
Why in the fuck don't they have a Squid Games escape rooms? You know, where is that? It's probably in Korea right now.
I'm sure.
Well, maybe they don't. They're not into
North Korea is doing it for real.
Yeah,
yeah. It's in like Diddy was building one before he got caught.
Yeah. That's it. Oh man, tell you what.
Now go across this glass bridge, but your feet are lubed up.
That's right. The baby oil room is going to be crazy.
And when you fall down right on a bunch of dicks. 30-foot drop into a
30-foot dicks.
30-foot dicks. And it's so slippery down there.
Let me tell you what, it's a mess. What a mess.
God, I wonder what the latest is with him.
He's still in there. I don't think that he's doing any better.
I saw him saying he was decrying like the public sentiment about him.
Yeah.
And
of
saying
course
that
he was.
What are they mad about?
I didn't do anything. Yeah. None of those audio and video recordings are real. It's all AI from 1998.
Yeah.
Well, it's just
back
a matter
when
of time.
deepfake was invented.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He'll get pardoned.
Well, I don't know. His lawyer just quit.
His lawyer quit?
Yeah. because, and mind you, this lawyer,
his lawyer is Luigi's lawyer's husband, I think.
And mind you, this Diddy's lawyer represented Osama bin Laden.
Oh, he just likes losing cases, I guess.
And he said,
"What the fuck is wrong with this guy?"
He said, "I'm not having any part of this," and he quit.
This guy's
fucked up.
Yeah. So things.
At least Osama bin Laden had pictures of Olsen twins on his personal computer.
At least, he was tapped
had
into pop.
relatability.
At least he was tapped into pop culture. At least he knew.
There was something going around like recently. That I saw it was an old piece of information, but he had these bizarre like pop culture pictures on his personal laptop.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
So strange. Like, why is he interested in this pop culture bullshit? But,
well, because he has to drive the hatred.
Yeah. He wants to. Right. He wants reasons to blow up America.
That's exactly right. Yeah. He's like Leeloo Dallas multipass, watching all those fucking movies.
He's like, that's a reminder why.
That's right. That's it. Family Guy.
Britney Spears. They jumped the shark. Okay, they gotta pay. They gotta pay.
Yeah, it's what a nightmare. But yeah, so that's I think where he's at right now. I don't know what the results of his MRI on his knee or whatever that he hurt running the New York Marathon once.
Wait, what?
He got. Remember, I told you he got taken out of the jail cell in the middle of the night because they didn't want to bring him.
I remember. Yeah, this is they didn't want to disturb the prisoners, as if they're not living in the worst hell of their lives.
As if every time the door opens, it doesn't go.
I wonder who's getting out tonight.
Sneaking them out, yeah. And as the guys are yelling, "Open gate D!"
Get him, Denny! Get him!
Oh, who's walking by?
Nice and stealthy now.
Secret.
Nice and stealthy.
We did a good job on that.
Let me tell you what, that one deserves a high five, my man.
That's right. Pat yourself on the back.
Your hands are still soft. Huh?
Oh my God.
Well, let's see what else has been going on here. Didn't somebody else die? I think somebody else died too.
Everybody's fucking dying, man.
The actress that played Charlie's mom on Always Sunny, she just
Yeah,
passed
I saw
away.
she
Yeah,
died.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember her name.
Me neither.
Lynn something.
Yeah.
Oh, goodbye to Lynn something.
Lynn something.
R.I.P.
Lynn something. We wish
Charlie's
you
mom.
and the something family something well. Our thoughts and
Something
prayers.
good.
Thoughts.
Damn, it's something good. Charlie's mom's dead. Fuck.
Something else?
I can't even pay my respects because I forgot her last name.
Sorry. I don't even know how to look her up. Can't even look her up.
Some other figure, though, died, I think. Some other public figure.
Yeah.
Not just Biff Whiff. But that one affected me a lot because
That was
Tyler
tough.
had done a cameo from Biff Whiff
Yep.
for your birthday, I think it was.
I just found it, too.
I was going to send it back to you guys because
Yep.
he shouts out all of us.
Yep,
Oh, really?
absolutely.
And even including Allison, too.
Yes, yeah.
He's like, it's one of my favorite things ever. He's like, I'm a real guy. Look me up.
I'm on IMDb.
He's like, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's like, no matter how old you get,
That's
you
right.
still
fucking
suck.
Peace.
That is the greatest thing. I feel like you should watch it
was.
every year until you're dead.
There's something else to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the greatest video call that I get, and now it will be in memoriam of our dear Biff Whiff as well.
Oh, you the Monster Mania guest list.
Mm-hmm.
The guy from Phantasm, Reggie. I don't know his last name, Chris.
Chris? Juan's not here yet.
Oh, God help us! What the hell? I don't really know. Was it? I don't want to even. I don't want to even make an attempt because it's going to make me sound like a fucking idiot.
Okay, well, so Reggie
with Biff.
Yeah, Reggie Biff. Reggie Refidol.
Refidol, that's it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Johnson.
Yeah,
Johnson,
he's got
yes.
Matt,
hyphenated. Yeah.
He's like got like dementia and like Parkinson's or something like that, so he
yeah,
had to cancel his appearance. But it was canceled due to illness, and this is like months.
Yeah.
It's like 5 months out.
Right.
And Matt was like, "I'm gonna be sick that day." He sent me the post. I'm planning to be sick that day, but apparently he's in hospice and he's just like on his way out. So
well,
he's
never
about to
watched
be a
those movies.
phantasm.
He's gonna be, yeah.
He forgot to
Gonna turn into one of
communicate
those
that
knife
to.
balls.
Yeah, he forgot to communicate that to his agent. Apparently, I guess.
I'm pretty sure.
By the way, I'm dying.
Yeah.
I know I've seen the first one like twice, and I think I want to say I watched it last year, and it didn't make any goddamn sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. You can't.
Like Hellraiser makes more sense.
Yes,
that
it
shit
does.
Doesn't make any
It
goddamn
does.
sense.
Well, it says it's all chopped to hell, just like this movie was probably. But no, it doesn't make any sense. You can't try and make sense of it. It's a fever dream.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I mean, maybe you can kind of think that you stumbled upon these two kids fucking in a graveyard in the beginning of the movie, and as the girl who is riding on top of this guy turns into the tall man.
Oh.
You know what that means. You know what's going on right there. During that transformation, we've all seen the Animorph books.
Yeah.
Okay. At that point in time, you drop dead. And this is the split second before your brain stops working. The rest of that movie. That's why it doesn't make sense. That's why there's little people coming through mirrors and taking
the
bodies.
whole movie is the second before you're dead.
Yeah.
The whole movie, even the characters and the protagonists,
All of them. The whole series. The whole series. It's the moment before death.
Oh.
And it's, you know, and yeah, if
Are you just making this up?
No, if you look at it that way, then it makes sense.
This sounds like a lot of bullshit on here.
No, it's it was poorly put together. You're right. You're right,
I
Chris.
agree.
Yeah.
But low budget. It was kind of like I want to say like the Terrifier of its time, because Terrifier's like
it didn't even have that. It didn't even have that
cult
attention.
appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
because Terrifier remotely makes sense.
It does. It's pretty simplistic as far as its like delivery, but it's got that real low budget feel.
Oh yeah.
That's like that just happens to grab the iconic.
Iconography. You mean?
Well, maybe not that word exactly, but just the status of being iconic in the sense that it's so overtly violent, like it's so intensely violent.
Yeah, it's pretty
kind of
gross.
moody.
Some
yeah,
part.
it's
especially
yes.
the third one. I
I
watched.
haven't seen that one
earlier
yet.
this year. It was fucking disgusting.
Well, there you
they
go.
just keep going.
I have like a pretty high
worst.
tolerance for like bullshit, blood and gore and stuff. but,
Right.
Like, it's like all right, let's calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Gotta wonder how much of it is just like either one-upsmanship or like insane machinations of a
Whoever's
weirdo's
running
mind.
the FX department, they go home every night and they just jerk off to a picture.
Oh, they're beating it
of-
to that.
No, they're jerking off to a picture of Tom Savini.
Oh yeah.
I love you, Tom.
Tom.
I hope you're proud of me, Tom.
Like I'm stuck here all weekend.
They were probably in his fucking class, and it's like, I don't remember their names anymore.
Oh Tom, oh Tom, oh Tom. I know you know my name, Tom. I know you remember me. Do you remember me now,
Mr.
Watch me.
Savini.
I'm gonna saw this girl's head off, and I'm gonna put it in a blender, and I'm gonna drink it.
Then you'll love me, Tom.
Shit it out, and I'll drink it again.
Then you'll know my name.
That's right.
Love me! Somebody please love me.
Somebody find me somebody to love.
If his name's Tom Savini.
If it's Tom Savini, but I'm very specific about the somebody. But yes, yeah. Well, speaking of all of that stuff, we've started to get the reveals for our Monster Mania coming around the bend here. So, it's all right. It's looking all right so far.
Yeah, whatever.
There's some.
I don't care.
They just
Well,
announced a
The
surprise.
best C list is
That let me tell you what.
It's the
Well, they
greatest cast
got
you've ever
fucking
seen.
Susan Sarandon at the New Jersey Con.
Gina Davis too.
And Gina Davis, she was supposed to be wasn't she supposed to be at ours, and then they canceled, or was that another?
No, that was New
Oaks.
Jersey with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
but
right. They were doing
I
a
think she
Beetlejuice reunion
canceled.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. So I mean,
Alec Baldwin's trying to make back some money from shooting that lady.
well, yeah, it's costing him a lot.
Was he civilly liable for that at all? Or
I
was
think he got cleared.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
I
not
think
guilty
so.
or whatever.
Yeah,
He just got a big hefty tab to the karma tab to refill.
Does
pay
play
the
Trump on
family.
SNL a couple more times. He'll be
Yeah.
all right.
yeah,
That'll
that'll
balance it right
even
out.
it all out. God's like, yeah, you're good.
Yep.
Go
All right.
ahead.
It's
Go
fine.
ahead.
Even though I was the one that designed this to happen to you in the first place, because you weren't.
Go
found
back
at
to
fault.
wrestling Steven for the Ozempic.
He's the strongest Baldwin. He had to fight for scraps his whole life, so he's
that's right.
much stronger.
You have to keep. But I'm eagerly. I'll tell you, the thing I'm looking forward to the most is the parking.
You said this earlier.
I still.
You attracted Matt to Casa Bonita because he's like, they got parking.
I
love a good parking lot.
This is the next stage of me turning into an old man. Is what's the parking like there? Because if it's on street parking, I don't want a fucking thing to do with it. I'm not driving. I'm not parallel parking, and even if I don't have to parallel park, I'm still not parking on the street. I don't want the inconvenience of having to dodge traffic as I'm trying to get in and out of my vehicle.
Crawl through your passenger
That's
side.
right, exactly right. Yes, I want to take my time, and I don't want to worry about my mortality.
You need a top-down convertible so you can just jump in.
That's with an ejector seat, a directional ejector seat. Yeah, I have to aim it kind of like you do with the little mirror joystick on the door, and then you aim the ejector seat, and out you go onto the street. That would be the only way I do it, and unfortunately, the model Jeep that I have does not have that feature. Nor the. I mean, I have a sunroof, but that's as close as it gets. I guess maybe it's aftermarket. I might have to put it in it to get it out of the Batmobile kit, the magazine, whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah, you got to get out of the Sky Mall.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got to
get Bud K.
Yeah, definitely. Bud K will definitely have it in the insert. That's what's up. That's the paper insert. That's also the order form in case you don't have a telephone.
This fucking Bud K magazine when we were growing up.
My God.
They sold like knives and shit.
They're
like
still around. They're still around.
They still are.
Oh,
still around?
Hell yeah.
We used that. Matt's room was littered with Bud K knife magazines and
I
sword
love
magazines.
it's because I was like, this is great. All these different. Because of course that was the first thing that ever got in my name, so I was very excited about that. So of course I kept all of those, and then Nintendo
we were
Power was
teenagers, so we're
Yeah,
like, look at this knife.
It's a piece of paper with my name and address.
It's got my name and a bunch of knives.
I'm a real boy.
Somebody
They
knows
can't tell me I'm not real anymore.
Somebody somewhere knows my name.
Look at me,
right.
Geppetto. I'm going to whittle myself a friend. Which knife is best for whittling? I'm going to saw your head off tonight, Geppetto, with a butter knife I got from Bud K. That's what freedom is. That's what autonomy is. I'm not a real boy until I have no one to answer to.
I'm not a real boy until I've spilled blood.
It's got a woman with her tits hanging out at the feet of a dragon painted on the blade.
I'm a man. I am a man.
Look at the magazine!
Only men have
I also
knives
got
like
an
this.
elephant stun gun. I don't know why they're in there, but they are.
Well, you never know what size person's going to give you some flack.
Sometimes you can't
are
get
in York
close
County,
enough. That's right. You
That's
can't
true.
get close
That's
enough with a
true.
knife, so you just have to use the stun gun.
Damn,
Yeah.
a stun gun powerful enough to drop an elephant wouldn't that just be deadly?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure because I didn't see
Isn't
an
that just
adjusted
touching
knob
a
on there.
live wire? Like a down power line in the street?
You just take one of the batteries out.
That's pissing on the electric fence. Yeah, that's right. Just drop one of the D's down.
You can buy
yeah.
this electric stun, this elephant stun gun. It's actually just a time slot to a down wire that you can lure people towards. You gotta do a lot of legwork.
It's more of a service. There's a delivery guy, and he has a big spool with a live wire on it.
Just rolls it out. Got a bucket truck.
He's got big insulated gloves. By the way, you're going to want to buy insulated gloves. They're on page 22.
Not included.
Nothing was included, ever. Yeah. No, in fact, I think there was a couple things where it's like, if you want the certificate of authenticity, it was another like $20. And why do you need a certificate of authenticity for a fucking shitty knife that you bought?
The naked woman and the dragon on it. This shit is legit.
Yeah, this is certified real.
I got a COA on this thing. I framed it right next to the place I leave it on my mantle.
Don't act like I counterfeited this, Mom. I bought this.
I went to look at a house
This is
the
a
other
family heirloom now.
I went to look at a house the other day because I'm still looking around to see. And I was in the garage and they had like a whole bunch of tools and I spotted a fucking katana on the wall.
There you go.
Amidst all the tools. The realtor was like, she's British and she was like, I don't even know what a katana looks like. I was like, this is a. I was like,
your
this is a katana.
ancestors do.
That was my,
They invaded Japan. Got hacked to
They
pieces.
did. That's true.
A couple of
They
them
know.
anyway.
They should know.
Yep.
It's in your blood, baby. But then I proceeded to see like they had one of those like bullet refilling stations kind of deal, and then like gun cabinets and gun safes. I saw on the front of the guy's Mustangs had a "Do Not Tread" on me.
Oh, right.
And I was just like, okay, I know what I'm looking
I
at.
wonder
He
who that
definitely
guy
had a
voted
Butt
for.
K magazine.
Oh, you know it. You know
What'd you
it.
say, Chris?
I wonder who that guy voted for.
Oh, yeah, you never know. Like,
Yeah, it could be
I
anybody.
think the right person's the answer to that question.
The question is, did he vote? That's the thing. He might have been too busy
true.
holding down the homestead. We don't know.
He had a sword and a gun in each hand. One hand.
Yeah, he was playing a few more mines in the yard.
The wild boars, they attack this time of year, Got to keep the traps fresh.
I said, don't tread on me. That's what I fucking said.
I trip a lot. And it's constantly footprints
I'm
on my
a
back.
snake, baby.
That's right. There you go.
If you step on me, I'll probably die because I'm little.
Something. Yeah, that's right. I don't have a whole lot of rigidity here to back me up. But I'll tell you what we do have to back us up is some weird
Thank
news
God.
from 3 weeks ago.
Woo, we got so much weird news.
Get ready,
also,
everybody.
Before we jump
It's
into
triple
that,
the weird.
What do you?
we got double episodes
Oh,
dropping.
yeah.
Two-headed horror. We just finished recording this weekend. It's dropping today.
Nice.
Yes, it dropped this morning.
Boom.
Two-headed horrors out this morning, and by rabid demand, and by that I mean one person sent me a message on Instagram. I will be doing an occult sideshow.
That one person
Was it you?
may or may not be me.
But yeah, we're gonna do. I'm gonna do an occult sideshow. Talk about some of the religious references that are mentioned in the movie.
It's
And
fitting.
we covered Heretic, by the way. We didn't
Yeah.
say that. Yeah, we covered it as if it's a fucking separate show and
As
you
if
don't
anyone
realize
cares.
this. Yeah.
No one will listen to
But
it.
yes, that's out there, and I'm gonna do an occult sideshow talking about some of the religious references that he makes, and talk about how these different things change through time, and essentially the concept outside of the drama of the movie that he's essentially illustrating. So. To give you a little bit of that. So that should be a concept I can boil down. It's a lot simpler than trying to summarize
juicy.
Gnostic philosophy.
Will it be shorter than this explanation?
It won't be. No, Chris. It'll be longer than that,
All
but
right,
it'll
never
have
mind. I'm
pictures.
good.
It's going to have pictures and video.
It's going to be juicier
Oh,
than
it's got
your
pictures?
Yes, it's like a
Okay.
History Channel documentary.
okay.
That's the goal there for you.
Some
But
experts believe.
some experts believe that's right that that God didn't actually exist in the first place.
That George Tsoukalakis guy is going to get his relevance is going to fade off enough
Yeah.
that he can be a guest on the show one day.
Yeah.
Because
There we go.
We are like cockroaches. This show will persist for eternity.
You know it.
Because eventually AI is going to catch up, and we're going to keep going beyond our natural lifespans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we'll have the advantage that no one is going to dedicate an AI to ripping us off.
That's right.
Well, and
So-
Chris,
Proprietary, baby.
eventually. Well, I think eventually they'll that one of the AI will create another AI, and that will become infinitely.
This is what I
interested
feel
in
like
the
we're
show.
already living in now. I think
Yeah.
that we're being simulated in our experiences
Yeah,
of life.
I hope so.
I make this case every show. I think that we're actually just simulated, and the only thing that's real is the fact that we're like programmed to do this show.
Yep.
But everything else you experience in your life is just like a filler for what you talk about. It's like an illusion.
I'm good
Very
with
Blade Runner-y.
I'm good with it. Yeah.
Nah.
Nah. I'm going back to Maryland. Let's do some
All right,
weird
let's go.
All right, internet people, we got three. We got
three too many.
We got the doc is here, Terry's here, and maybe Terry twice. Because Terry's was here with YouTube and Facebook. But you know, we'll take as many.
Double Terry.
That's right. We'll double Terry it as much as we can. And let's see here. This guy all squared away. We'll get the.
Sad that I can't make like Rick and Morty and Justin Roiland references anymore since he's canceled.
Is it sad?
He's
Why?
being canceled.
What's sad?
We got canceled a couple years ago.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
it's been. yeah,
I'm just trying to.
what
I'm
do you-
just throwing my support.
You're just reconciling it now.
Just trying to throw a little
Just before
support
we
out.
get into the third month of 2025.
Darn, I'll tell you
I
what.
just
I
You
missed.
believe that guy got canceled 2 years ago?
Can we uncancel him already? What did he do? It's
I've
not like
so many
he.
bits.
What did he really do?
What did he really do anyway?
There's so many bits I haven't gotten to do.
What's great, actually, I should.
I just started working on him a month ago.
Could I interest you in some rubber wristbands? think it's gonna be a trend that's really gonna catch on.
It's called Live Tough.
Oh.
Oh,
Die
man.
weak.
That's
It's got like a dotted line across that says "cut here."
That's right. There you go. It's always it's for accuracy.
I dumped my whole life savings.
It's got to be a hit.
This has gotta make money.
I am so grateful to that guy for that wonderful content little nugget he gave me. He was spotting me on my bench press, and he was spotting me in life. So
That's all. See,
I never
that's
knew.
it. Always
It's
keeping an eye out.
the invisible guardians of your life.
This is it,
Remember,
and that's really what it is. You just have to keep your eyes peeled
honor them.
because they're every. Oh, you have to honor them. They're
I
everywhere.
go into full
They're
samurai
everywhere, and then
mode where I get on my knees and I do the bows and the meditation.
Juan is here.
Juan!
Juan, you're just in
I
time.
feel like we started
for
like,
Weird News.
earlier than normal.
We
That's why
did.
Juan probably came.
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit
Well,
later.
this is normally when Juan gets one around now. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, here we go. Weird news time.
Hit it,
Do it. Do it.
Stevie.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used the wheelchair for me to get the fire off me! Help me, Oprah Winfrey!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. A human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has utter shit.
And now with this week's weird news, here's Mitch.
Alrighty, everybody, it's weird news time. Here we go. I'm going to get the video up for everybody watching at home. There we go. Prepare yourselves. This is going to be a surprise to me as much as it is to you because I don't remember what any of these fucking are.
This is a roundup for the month.
Get ready. Get ready, everybody. A man who was caught with his pants down in a sauna claimed to be, quote, warming up his chicken.
Yeah, why not?
A court heard that Zin Zhang. Deirdre, are you still here? Oh, why not? Deirdre is here. X-I-N is the first name. Z-H-A-N-G.
Zinzang.
Zin Zhang.
Xinjiang.
Jin
Ginseng.
Zhang. Yeah.
Ginseng.
It's going to be difficult for Deirdre to convey to me via text. But anyhow.
Yeah, she's going to just write the name back to you.
It's pronounced X-I-N. Well, he had been for a swim at a university leisure center when a woman noticed him staring at her from the sauna. Not a good thing.
Sure.
That's not what you're looking for, right?
Now, I'm surprised that they have saunas for men that are within eyeshot of women.
Yeah, like co-ed saunas.
It is definitely a curious thing, Chris.
Seems like ill
I
planning.
agree with you. I think I think you're right.
People aren't clothed in the saunas, are they?
Sometimes.
Not if
Well,
it's
yeah,
a
they
good
can
one.
be. It depends upon where you're at, but yeah, like most places, like health clubs and stuff, normally you are. Yeah.
Do you put the
What they
towel
ought to do, I
on,
mean,
or-
if it's a glass door situation like this picture, they should
Right.
just make the bottom part cloudy.
That Chris,
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
cloudy
Frosted,
glass,
baby.
cloudy. No, Chris
No,
said
no,
cloudy.
I mean, I
it's
know-
cloudy glass.
Cloudy with a chance of my balls.
Yeah,
Bitch.
I'm no sauna scientist. Okay,
That's right. Let me
but-
tell you what. But he's going
You
to
were-
design them.
You do know a thing about steam in a body.
Yeah,
Because you're
exactly.
you're repping Maryland right now.
Let me tell you what.
Chris,
Speciality.
I am going to order crabs like tomorrow.
Yep,
Because you've done this to me.
Yep, that's it. It's
Yep.
all the. See, I'm telling you, you're in the vicinity of this air.
I'm in the
I've got
world.
essence of
And
Old Bay.
That's
Yeah.
right. It's in.
Yeah.
It's subconsciously.
It speaks
it's
to
a
my
subliminal
blood.
message.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a whole PMRC hearing
There's
about
little
this later.
microscopic Old Bay logos hidden
That's right.
throughout
Yeah,
the Maryland
that's exactly
flag.
right. It's comprised. It's like old timey comic books. You get close enough, it's all dots. The 59-year-old had shorts down to his knees and quote was touching himself, according to prosecutors. And
What's the big
I mean,
fucking deal?
Maybe he was stuck to his leg. You know?
Well, no. It's his
he could-
excuse was
It's his body, his choice.
it wasn't his fault.
His sauna,
he had become aroused by the feeling of the pool jets on his bottom.
Who doesn't?
In the sauna?
In the sauna. I don't know why there were pool jets. Oh, no, I guess when he was in the swim earlier.
Oh, so
yeah,
he was
yeah.
hanging on to that.
So
shit.
he was like, let me tell you what.
Keep that in the
I'm gonna
spank
take
bag.
I'm gonna take this to the sauna.
These, yeah, let me, this is really heating up in these jets here. So he was.
It's not steamy enough in this pool. I gotta go get me some steam.
Let me tell you what. We need to go somewhere where there's some
There's
hot
like-
wood and lots of
And
steam.
imagine the embarrassment when he's thinking about jerking off about the Jets, and then
Right.
and then he sees a woman.
A woman,
Yeah,
and he's like, fuck. There's not a single gear
Yeah.
on this woman.
Nobody's gonna buy this.
You're not gonna believe me.
I swear it was the Jets in my ass.
Well,
I'm gay.
She ruined it. I'm suing her now.
That's it. Well, he was confronted by staff at the Tom Husband Leisure Center. That's what it's called.
Tom
the
Husband
Leisure Center. Yeah.
That sounds like it was encouraging him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think the glass is very cloudy, Chris, in this place. I'm just going to go out on a limb. I think the glass is perfectly clear, and they clean it. They have to clean it constantly. But anyhow, Zhang was
all that pull jet action.
That's it. I'll tell you what. They're shooting everywhere.
They're tuned up too high, I'm telling you.
You definitely want some sandals walking around there.
Get more than Legionnaire's disease in the locker room.
That's stickier than a movie theater floor.
It's all about the floor drain. So the Zhang was charged and pleaded guilty to outraging public decency. At an earlier hearing, he admitted that he had touched himself, but he denied that he was masturbating. He said it wasn't a sexual act. Okay. He said I just had to adjust myself because of the jets on my bottom.
From 5 minutes ago.
From 5 minutes ago, yeah. So on let's see, on Monday he appeared. This is back February 3rd, mind you. Again, these are old stories. But he appeared
in the way
that's
back
right.
machine.
Yes, exactly right. He appeared before the magistrate's court for the trial, and he was asked to accept the version of his events. He asked them to accept his version of the events following the hearing that lasted apparently several hours. They finally said that there were a lot of inconsistencies with his account, and they ruled that the act was for sexual gratification.
Arguing, touching yourself for hours? Hours.
No.
Like you're Louis C.K.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's it, yeah.
I'm telling you, it was the pull jets. They blasted my ass. I couldn't handle it. I went to the sauna, took my pants off, and then a lady caught me.
A lady was staring at me.
It was the jets.
It wasn't my fault.
I was in the pool. Except it's the reverse.
It's the fabric on the pants.
It's the pleat in the pants. Yes. So, let's see here. Speaking to the court, the woman said he stood up. He was looking at me. He pulled his pants down, and then he grabbed his penis so that I could see where his hands were going up and down. And I thought, oh my God.
He's like this. He waved his
son
hand.
of a bitch.
He carried on for 3 or 4 minutes.
Why would you wait and watch for 3 or 4 minutes?
He pointed at me, mouthed you, and winked at me.
That's right. It's right. He said, "You're." I think he might even said, "You're next." I don't know what that means. Like, do I have to? Am I on a line or something to get in here? I don't know what's going on.
He just kept screaming, "Pull jets!"
It's the Jets.
Pull.
I don't know if he meant Benny and the Jets, if he was an Elton John fan, but so he carried on for 3 or 4 minutes. The
3
woman
or 4
added,
minutes is unbelievable that she
said,
would stick around for that long.
Why would
3
you
or 4
want
seconds, I think, is too much already.
Well, I'm just
Are they
gonna
locked in these things? What is going on?
Yeah, she had like a neck brace and couldn't turn her head.
Can't close her fucking eyes. Was this the end of fucking Clockwork
She was
Orange?
actually getting dental work done in an office adjacent to the leisure club.
They have a glass wall that's shared by the husband's leisure club, where there's grown men with their pants off jerking off.
Oh my God! It's all about getting filled. So the so the woman added, "I don't know if it was towards me. I don't know if it was or it wasn't." She said, "But I'm
I watched for
100%
several minutes.
sure it was sexual." So she said, "I don't
I know because
understand."
I watched for way too long.
Way too long. I watched the whole thing. I don't understand why else you'd be doing that.
You know, I don't. If I start something, I don't I finish it.
I can't just turn
right.
a movie on and not finish
That's
it.
right, it's
So
gotta-
if I see this begin.
You've got to see how it goes.
I thought we
how
were
it
having a
was.
staring contest.
Well, the maximum sentence he could get for this offense is 6 months in prison.
6
So.
fucking
Yes.
months.
Crazy.
This is
There
nuts.
you go.
Why not just ban him from the club?
Yeah,
Well,
just ban him from like.
He's certainly.
Is
gonna,
it considered
He's going to need a new cell phone case by the time he gets out. You
Oh,
can tell
yeah.
that his is falling apart.
He's got that classic like middle-aged man's
Yes.
foldable cell phone book.
And
He's probably got a holster
his
for
credit
it, too.
cards are all in
Yeah.
there too. Yeah.
Clips it on his belt buckle while he pulls his pants down and jerk off in public.
Well,
how public is this space? Is this like one of those, like, to me it's weird because this looks like it's like a single person sauna. It has to be, right? Has to be.
Right, but you don't know what's on the other side. Like sitting on the bench, you don't know what your view is. That's what I mean, you know.
It's like
You don't know what's going on there.
He probably maybe assumed. Well, he did make the eye contact.
He
but-
was looking, and she said that he didn't drop the trowel until he was looking. He was
Yeah.
locked in. He's
banging on the
look at me.
Thank you, my bare butt, balls and back.
That's how it goes.
Oh, man.
Well, I'll tell you how it went for his campaign strategies go. It was an unorthodox and illegal one, but this is how it went. You buy an AK-47, you hire a pair of phony hitmen,
Relatable.
stage a fake assassination attempt against the mayor, and that way you can generate enough public sympathy to help him win a second term.
That's called a Thursday.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
Well, that's what you do when you're in Brazil, and that's exactly what Brazilian police say happened with in last October's shooting on the eve of the local election when an armored vehicle carrying oh boy, here we go, Jose Abrigao de Silva. There we go.
Love it.
Okay, not too bad.
You are getting, you're getting honorary
I'll
Spanish.
tell you what,
badge
I'm going to be
today, Matt.
Mr. Martinez
Hey,
in no
you
time.
can Zin my Zang any day.
Hey,
That's all I'm
thanks a
saying.
lot, Chris.
You're going to get deported if you keep speaking like that.
I know.
I don't care if I die at all. Everything has sucked lately.
The Silva, the town's re-election seeking mayor, was hit in the left shoulder and rushed to the intensive care unit of one
He
of
really
Brazil's
took that
top
bullet,
hospitals.
huh?
He did. He took
they
a
were
shot.
too good at what they did. They should have
Yep.
just nicked him.
That's it. Well, I think what happens was they shot up the vehicle.
Oh, God.
Because he drove
This is
in.
like
and
a GTA mission.
Yeah, he drove in an armored vehicle thinking, I'm going to be safe inside of there. Just shoot it up
Yeah.
and people will be worried.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he didn't duck.
I got the armor piercing bullets, right? You paid extra for this.
You paid for the upcharge, okay?
This thing will go through a Black Hawk helicopter right to an elephant, and then through that thing to the child back there reading a book in the library. I swear to God, this will blow her fucking head off. No, nothing will stop this bullet.
Jesus Christ himself couldn't stop this
I
thing.
fired a few to the ground just so I could hit the Earth's core.
Let me tell you what, we might hit him from here. I don't know.
I assassinated a guy from China in Iowa. All
I
right.
had to use satellite lasers to do that. Aim the satellite up, the laser up at the satellite, it bounces off all the way around the world.
I'll be honest, I had to bust out the calculator to get the angle right.
Let me tell you, I hired 4 mathematicians. And
a billiards professional.
right, because I didn't want to cut any corners here. I didn't want any chance of scratching here with the 8-ball. So Silva, he said.
You said it would be just a scratch. Blew my whole fucking shoulder off.
Well, they hit his left shoulder. He was rushed to intensive care, where as relatives and allies denounced what they called a brazen attempt on his life. What they did was an atrocity, and they weren't there to murder, or they went there to murder him. According to the mayor's politician nephew, not that that's nepotism or anything, but officials were including the right-wing governor, a bunch of the left-wing, the country's left-wing president. They all weighed in with messages of outrage and support, and that this crime must be thoroughly investigated, and those responsible must receive exemplary punishment. And the guy's like, well, maybe we don't have to be too rough on them. Maybe
It wasn't that
They're
big of a
really
deal.
sorry.
maybe they just had a bad day.
They didn't.
Maybe
They said they didn't mean it.
you know what? They've been up for. I think before they started shooting, I heard them talking on the phone like, "I'm sorry.
Is this thing loaded?
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry, honey. I just didn't mean it. I'll be back to help with the kids." I promise. They were good family men, and they were just having a rough
Yeah.
time.
I'm pretty sure I heard one say, "These are the blanks, right?"
These are the ones that we're practicing with, right? Yeah. This is.
His biggest mistake, he didn't kill him.
These
Nope, that
airsoft
was
guns
it.
are really heavy.
I'll tell you what. Something.
3 men can keep a secret if 2 are dead,
That-
and this was the exact calculation of the prophecy. They
That's
should
it.
have followed
They
the
missed-
wisdom of their elders.
They missed the point. They missed it again. But the week's police investigation led to them believing that the seemingly botched homicide was a fraud and launched a series of raids targeting suspected conspirators, codenamed Operation Chris, I swear, are you working with the Brazilian government? Operation Hidden Fact.
I can't tell you.
A brilliant
Hidden fact.
A brilliant title
I could do better than that.
for this Black Ops mission. But the ambush on Silva's vehicle had, according to police, actually been a farce engineered by the 72-year-old mayor that allegedly hoped that the attack would cause an outpouring of sympathy and boost his campaign in the days before the vote. So evidence gathered shows that there was no attempt to murder him, and they described the whole thing as a sham, that it was a plan that backfired badly. I can't say I'm surprised because we were always sure it was a setup. I'm just happy that things turned out the way that they did, but I hope that justice is truly done. I hope they finish the job.
It would have been hilarious if they caught him somewhere more vital and he just actually died.
That's right. Yeah, or
it
it just has a blood clot or something like that from healing.
If they would have found out, people would have been like, "Oh my God, that's a lie. You're just trying to shit on his legacy."
Right.
So he'd have died a hero, but he lived
welcome
too
to
long
American
become
politics.
The villain.
No.
That's it. Well, I'll tell you, sometimes the Americans get to places they shouldn't be. Sometimes they are America's northern neighbors. I mean, the illegals up there.
Yeah,
So we got to keep them out. A Canadian woman suffered severe injuries when she attempted to take a photo of a shark near Turks and Caicos Beach.
Yeah. I happened across this one this month.
This is great. Wading into the shallows, she tried to engage with the shark so she could capture the picture. First of all, look, there's a shark. Let's go further into the water.
Yeah, let's get near it.
So we can get and let's make sure that it's a spot where
It's for the content.
That's right. It's all
You gotta
for the
get it for the
content.
gram,
We
baby.
got
Yep.
it. That's right. Got to do
Eat
it.
Yeah.
This is going to be a crucial
Look, I
shot
got a picture
on my
of the shark right before it attacked me.
exactly. I need this for my 50-foot Instagram dump that I'm going to do once I get back home. Instead, the shark bit off both of her hands. Both of them.
Well, yeah, she was holding the phone.
That's exactly what happened, Chris. You're exactly right. She had her hands outstretched holding her phone, and the shark bit off both of her hands.
It's like, I've never seen an animal with a theme song. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun,
yeah,
dun, dun, dun,
exactly
dun.
right.
Why is it getting louder? Dun, dun, dun. Some guy on the beach. Farewell and adieu to your fairest lady.
We're going to need a bigger phone.
That's right.
Smile, you son of a bitch!
So the Global Affairs Canada wrote, a Canadian citizen who experienced an accident in Turks and Caicos. The consular officials are contacting local authorities to gather information and stand ready to provide consular assistance. Due to privacy considerations, no further details may be disclosed. But we know what happened. We're on the other side of that now. We know that this shark took a bite out of crime.
Yeah.
Right?
Because tired of this shit.
It clearly says, don't feed the sharks.
Yep.
And by taking pictures, it's as good as dropping in
So she did
a
technically feed the
chicken
shark.
neck into a crab
That shark
pot.
ate her fucking hands.
Yeah, she fed the
And
shark.
it digested
She did. That's
them.
right. Exactly right. Yes. One way or the other. Well, one of the woman's hands was amputated at the wrist. The other was severed midway down her forearm.
Ooh,
So really got a good bite there.
what a terrible
She was a
fucking...
55-year-old who was wading in the shallows when she attempted to.
So she knew better.
Oh yeah. Oh
Should've
yeah.
known
This
better.
wasn't a kid. No.
Although she could be one of those people that keeps raising all the insurance premiums and stuff like that. Like
That's true.
she's almost died 6 times.
That's
like,
exactly right. Yeah.
Almost got mauled by a bear taking a picture.
That's it. And you know what she does? She fucking works at the end of the register at the grocery store. She's the one that puts stuff in the bag.
Yeah.
That's the danger level of her job. But anyhow,
I'm sure she can keep bagging with hooks.
in fact, it's probably easier to separate the bags because you can't always get the tap.
I cannot get those things.
It's,
You
you
just
know
hook
what?
it.
I've met.
Oh, come on.
She's got it. She's got it.
She just don't make eye contact with somebody because
She
they'll
can get a
make you-
better angle on it because her one arm isn't
Yeah,
as long as the other.
and that's what it's all about. That it's all about being symmetrical, Chris, one way or the other. But the man who was the woman's relative said she was able to walk back to shore after the attack. Can you
Well, it
imagine
didn't
that?
bite her feet.
Can you? Well, actually, can you imagine that nightmare fuel? A woman walking back with blood pouring out of her wrists.
I didn't get the picture.
I dropped my phone. I don't know if the rice is going to work on this one. and they're using using like the Apple Find My Phone thing and watching it swim through the fucking ocean.
Well, who's gonna get it back? Because I'm not going in there.
They hire a fishing boat to chase it and everything. That's a fucking movie, man. Right there. TM.
We got to get it back. I didn't have insurance.
It's just modernized Jaws, what we're describing.
Yeah, but nobody did it yet. That's the idea.
That's opening to Jaws 5.
Oh my God!
Just
Yes.
a remake. We got the remake, Steven Spielberg. We're doing it.
Give us a call, Steve.
And we're adding in the Hooper adultery part from the book.
That's right.
We're putting it in there.
It's happening.
Yep. This time we're doing it right.
He's not getting off this time.
Stick to the source material.
That's right. Exactly right. We want the story for a reason.
Richard Dreyfuss is playing him again.
He absolutely is. And we are not acknowledging that he's old now.
Not at all. He's 32.
He's still.
Accept it.
I don't care how hard it is for him to be on the boat.
They can do the de-aging now perfectly.
Yeah.
And with the Benjamin Button
It's
stuff.
so
Yeah, just
easy.
Benjamin
Yeah.
Button him.
They got that stuff back there in like gallon jugs back in the Hollywood lot.
The Benjamin
got-
Button goo. They just slather him in that button goo. He gets right back to being young, but it's only briefly.
Yeah, it is. It's a
4
very-
hours.
And,
It's a
and he
brief
will
stint.
die after a month of exposure.
It's going to, yeah, it does happen. And you can't
starts
go
to-
in the sun.
It starts reversing.
Yeah,
in the wrong
that's
direction.
it. Yeah, absolutely. It's like
Actually
steroids.
speeds up the aging process.
Yeah, it's more like one of those toys that you pull it backwards and then it zips forward kind of thing. It's
But then if you die and then they put the goo on you, do you like revive and then start back young again?
no, I
start
think you
over.
just yeah,
You just get more dead.
You're just
You sound like an idiot.
don't you know how this works? Haven't you seen the movie? Oh my God! Well, so are you dumb? I gotta put that on there too. So apparently she walked back to shore after the attack, and she was also bitten in the thigh, but she didn't lose her leg. So her
Did she
husband
get a chunk taken out of her?
out of her. I guess
Out
it
of
just
her
like
thigh?
bit down on her thigh, and then I don't know, and then let it go, whatever.
It's like, I don't like that.
So-
I'm full.
Her husband, her husband ran in to try and
I
fight
just
the
didn't want my
shark.
picture taken.
No pictures. I'm a Native American. I believe it takes your soul.
Please. I already lost my hands. Need my soul.
Her husband jumped in to fight this
So
shark.
the shark apparently was still circling her, trying to go back and bite her again. So her
man, he's trying
husband
to finish her
jumped
off.
in to try and fight off the shark. The most common sharks implicated in attacks on humans include great white, tiger shark, and bull shark. They're the big three, as they call them, because of their size. But the shark involved in this incident was estimated to be about 6 feet in length, but its precise species was not identified because the husband just kept calling it an asshole. So,
Can you imagine being married to that though, where you're like, God, you're like your 50-some-year-old wife is just so dense that she's sticking her hands out in front of a shark.
Yep.
Just bites the hands right off. Like, come on.
It just, it's like,
It tracks though. It's like, I'll fight you.
see ya.
Bye.
Can't wait back. Sorry.
Please don't come back. Please don't come
I'd
back.
push her down into the water more. God, finish it off, please. Please.
The shark took my hands. Well, go get him back.
That's
What are you doing?
right, yeah. Come on, we don't have money, hand money. what do you think we
Yeah,
got?
go poke it with your bow. Get your
That's it.
hands.
You want a handout for the rest of your life?
That's it. Roll up the town, whip it like you used to do in the locker room.
We
You
don't
know how to
have
get it.
insurance for the phone. You got to go get it back.
It's a rental. We're out of country, okay? We're Turks and Caicos. I don't know. You wanted to come here. Wanted to get the picture.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
They should have been talking like this.
Yeah, well, it was a bad day.
Oh, yeah.
I guess they figured
Oh,
everybody
you know
was
that shark out there came and got my hands, took my phone.
Of course, you're turning Irish
It
now.
doesn't matter.
It's all
It's all
islands,
the
right?
same thing. Just white people sounds.
Different points in history.
All white
That's
people
all.
sound the same to me.
That's true.
It's just
yeah,
white noise to me, baby.
He's too far Maryland now. He's all white. They all sound the
Come
same.
on, Mom.
The only thing better than what you just said was the look you shot me when you said it.
You have to watch the stream to catch that look.
Oh my God. Well, I'll tell you who else didn't catch the stream, but paddling through choppy waters under cloudy skies, Adrian Simakis and his father were pack rafting only a few yards from each other when suddenly something huge lunged from under the water, mouth open.
It was a shark with a lady's hand stuck in the teeth.
It was clapping. I don't know how it figured out how to do that. A humpback whale gulped Adrian Simakis down, rolled over into the waters in Chilean Patagonia. Okay.
Holy shit.
After several minutes submerged inside of the whale.
Several minutes?
Modern day Jonah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He's making camp in there now.
Mr. Simakis bobbed back up to the surface, followed by his kayak. Okay, the dark curve of the whale's back briefly emerged behind them, and then it sank out of sight. He said, I felt something from behind me, and it all happened in a second. A dark blue or white enveloped me, and this slimy texture was all over my face. He said it completely closed in, and I started to sink, and I just closed my eyes, expecting some sort of impact. But instead, I felt like I was just surrounded by water, and I realized I was in something's mouth. I had been eaten. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine?
That guy's not going to pay for a drink for the next 10 years.
Chris, I cannot. I like that. That is so fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Being swallowed by a being.
That's what I'm just.
Knowing that you can't do anything to
It's
get
that
out of
big.
that.
Yeah, right?
But
Like-
worse yet, it didn't kill you.
Oh, no,
it didn't
no.
bite you apart.
There's no crushing.
No,
there's no like.
no. You're just
There's no
float-
mastication.
Right, no, you're floating in water in this thing's mouth. Good God. And so after a second or so, he said, I began to feel the life jacket pulling me up, and then suddenly I realized it was spitting me out of its mouth. He said, then things got lighter and lighter until I bobbed up to the surface and saw my father staring at me. Where were you?
What the hell are you doing screwing around down
I
there?
had a question, and
I
was
turned
waiting.
away. I turned away for 1 second. 1 second, and
If you didn't want to talk, you
disappeared.
could have just told me
That's
when we
right.
got out of here.
I thought we were going on this journey together, and you're disappearing on me. I should have listened to your mother. You're not interested in your family anymore. So
I can't even call you son.
that's a, you know what? You're not my son anymore.
No son of mine would get eaten by a whale. Loser.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Oh my God!
I taught you better than that.
One would think. Oh my God. Well, so they, his father had
I love
not.
that they snapped this picture, by the way, of him. Like, I'm
This is-
assuming this is post.
There's video.
swallowing.
There's
Oh,
video of this whole
shit.
fucking thing happening. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. But they emphasized that they were using portable inflatable craft, not hard kayaks, near the lighthouse there at the camp in a campground around Patagonia. So that is a fucking wild. That's a whale's tail right there if you ever had one.
This is your advice this month. Stay the fuck out of the
Stay
water.
out. Keep your feet on the fucking ground.
Yeah. Why would you want to be in there anyways?
Yeah.
Don't go near anything wet.
Exactly.
Saunas, Turks and Caicos, or
Jesus.
an ocean.
Unless you're on a boat that can't be swallowed.
That's
That's
right.
true.
Big enough that you're like,
Real
okay,
big.
what,
Super yacht.
find out what the biggest mouth is on the planet. Okay,
Yeah.
Steven Tyler probably. Find out what it is, and you need to have it in metric and standard units because you don't know. He's got a lot of money. He can fly all over the world, and you never know when you're going to trip on something and fall backwards into the mouth of some creature that sang several gold albums, some silver, maybe one platinum.
He doesn't want to miss one thing.
And he doesn't.
That's right. He won't-
Chris, he doesn't miss a thing. Okay, he gets what he wants. He doesn't miss a thing. I'll tell you who else doesn't miss a thing. Thousands of tourists that have flocked to Mount Etna to watch spectacular eruptions
This
on the
is
volcano.
insane looking. This photo is awesome looking.
It gets dumber. But people are blocking streets, preventing rescue services from reaching those who are in assistance from getting too close to said lava.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Well, here we go.
One lady stuck her hands in trying to get a close-up picture.
She had fresh sutures on her wrists.
Her husband started punching it. Goddamn piece of shit. Hurt my wife, will you? That's my job.
She just won't stop eating batter.
Well, Sicily's head of regional civil protection, Salvo Cucina, describes the tourism in recent days as wild and extremely dangerous, warning that day trippers that are drawn by the exceptional views are parking their cars along very narrow streets, which are impeding rescue vehicles and other traffic from getting through. In a post on Saturday night, they said that the flow of people had created a wide scene of cars crowding narrow roads and that traffic was at a standstill and rescue vehicles trying to get someone who had life-threatening burns were unable to pass.
Oh, my God.
This is why you take an Uber to the beach volcano.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
How about
it's
a
just
gondola?
respectful thing.
How about Uber Catapult?
Parking is limited.
That's
all
right.
That's right.
Yes, yeah.
Matt, you would not be there. I can tell you that much.
No. I need a wide open parking lot. I need to have, and in fact, if there are too many cars in said parking lot, I will come back later.
Yeah.
I'll go find a gas station to sit at for a while.
Lava's going to be there later.
The lava's not going. It's been here for millions of years. It's not going anywhere. I'm not worried about it. So 8 people, including 2 minors, got lost during an excursion on Monday. And they were located, luckily, several hours later. But they had development that had to have a call to the fire brigade. On Sunday, a 48-year-old man suffered a fractured foot from a fall, and 4 others had gone missing the previous night. So people are getting sucked into this lava left and right. And then everybody else is tripping over each other trying to take pictures of it.
They're standing in front of it, and then it's moving at a pace that's like starts to just grab them.
Right, yeah, exactly right. Yes,
swallow
it's
them
a
up.
fucking blob. So I've seen many
If only
photos.
this was avoidable.
Yeah, it's like, exactly right. It's like fucking Austin Powers with the steamroller coming through. So as I've seen many photos and videos of people dangerously close to the front, even skiing down the hardened rock.
Oh my fucking God.
These are the people that need to just melt.
Leave them alone. Let them do it.
Absolutely.
Let
Well,
them go.
this is the Darwin
The only
Awards.
trouble is that they parked like 50 cars back.
And they've got the keys, which are now melted into the lava. So now we can't move the car. You should just get them to park. Just get them to park on top of the lava. That'll at least melt the car down over time. Well, I'll tell you who didn't wait to melt the lava.
What the fuck?
This is one that we got from our dear friend Ace.
Oh. Cool.
This is straight out of Louisville, Kentucky.
All right.
Okay. New video obtained by Wave News, WAVE, just in case they spell it out. Ace, we don't know how they do that because,
Wave.
there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse
Watch
than
out, Chris.
people making that's right. Yeah, you're going to get deported. So you got you never know these local pronunciations, like people saying Lancaster and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So I want to do it both ways. Wave News or WAVE News, however it is, shows a man leading police on a chase through a Louisville neighborhood while on a tractor. Said on a tractor here.
I thought this guy was just doing some home renovations.
No, this is the guy on the tractor.
Oh, my God. The lowest speed chase since
yes,
OJ.
According to arrest documents, Aaron Kidwell was arrested in February. He was already wanted on an outstanding bench warrant and was a convicted felon in Indiana. So we're cross state lines here. Officers were tailing Kidwell and saw him get into a vehicle while holding a tan and black colored Glock handgun with an extended magazine.
This is some GTA shit
Yeah,
right here.
so he's
jumping
like
in the nearest vehicle, happens to be a forklift.
This guy clearly doesn't understand what keeping a low profile means.
No, he's got all 5 stars. So
This also has no protection. Like it's not like the Brazilian mayor where he's got at least something to slow the bullets down.
No,
so if it
unless
hits
you
him,
climb into the bucket, you're fucked. So then they just I think
the cops aren't the graboid tremors. Okay, they're not coming
exactly
from
what I
under
was
the
about
ground.
to say.
Really?
I was just about to say, like, unless you're Earl.
This ain't gonna work for you.
That's it. 385 episodes. We finally got it. They chased him and eventually stopped him after he drove over a homeowner's fence. He then
this is the moment it happened in
he
this
then
picture.
climbed out, climbed into. It followed him to a home on North 44th Street. Detectives saw him leave the home later in a Kubota tractor. They chased him. Eventually, they were able to stop him when he became stuck on a homeowner's fence. So that's what you're looking at here now.
That is so pathetic that this little chain link fence is
He's
all
driving down the sidewalk, and he got stuck on someone's fence.
Looks like he hit those stairs. That's probably what stopped him.
So here's the best part. He was arrested with the very same gun police officers had seen him get into the vehicle earlier with. So
you don't just leave that thing laying around.
He didn't want to leave it. He didn't want to be irresponsible and just leave it in his car. That was now just stuck on the side of the road.
It was there before I got in.
That's right. Yes, I didn't. Somebody
found
left
this under
on
the seat of the tractor.
Yeah, somebody left this on the tractor. You're lucky that I took the turrets off this thing. Kidwell was federally indicted in June and was sentenced in December to just over 7 years in prison.
He was quoted saying, "I was just kidding."
It's like,
come on.
Never played GTA.
Where's the booze at?
That's right. Oh, Chris, hold on. Yeah, I gotta get my reflexes back.
There it is.
This is fucking amateur hour.
It is, and that's why we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
and Chris.
And that's it, everybody. We've made it through another month. Chris, how many days we got left? Jesus Christ, you don't even know.
We're practically there.
We're practically there. We're practically there. Everybody, keep your heads above water as best you can. Come join us for a breath of air or a puff of smoke, whatever you're doing for the show.
3 years and 10 months.
Thank you, Chris.
We got it.
3 years, 10 months. We're coming. We're coming down the home stretch, everybody. We're almost there.
And if it's a leap year this year and you're born on that day,
and if you subtract showers and bedtime, it's like 20 minutes.
It's real close.
It's like 20 minutes. All right, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye. See ya. Get out.
All right, everybody. Juan says 25 days till spring.
Oh, yes, that's true.
All here for
It's starting to feel like it. I think probably Maryland feels that way too, right, Chris? Like, no different up here.
Yeah, I think it was like mid-50s today.
Yeah.
There you go.
Finally, I walked outside and I was like, what the fuck?
Uh-huh. I brought my leather jacket today because I don't trust the weather. And so
it's controlled. It's controlled by.
It was over the arm. Bye, Deirdre. Deirdre's going, bye. Thanks for hanging out the whole time.
Yeah.
But everybody, ups and downs.
A lot of downs.
A lot of downs.
I'm down with the syndrome, if you will.
And that's why we just want to remind you that there's always
there's always an out.
There's always an out, okay? There's all.
I don't care if I die at all. Everything has sucked lately.
But as the that's the other person, the one who did. Oh no, that was somebody else. Never mind. Somebody else died. But continue. You can always fall back on the 2 episodes that we released today.
That's true.
Okay.
You can always fall back on them because they're not going away from the internet.
When times get tough,
when there's too much light in your life.
Yes, that's it. Snuff it out. Snuff it out like the weak flame that it is. With more of our drolling content as we mercilessly describe to you things that you didn't really ask to find out about in the first place.
No, and our insights are really like
hearing things that you didn't know you didn't want.
Our insights aren't like. It's criminal to call them an insight. It is just flat surface level observation bullshit garbage. I mean, it is so bad.
Oh my God. Well, somebody named Clid joined us on
Clid?
YouTube and was like, "Is this live?"
I love it, Clid. We're live, Clid. We're live, baby.
I don't know if Clid's still here, but
Clid,
hey,
good to see you again. And I will be calling Clid out for the foreseeable future.
Can't even find Clid. Can't find the Clid.
I heard it was a myth.
They're faking
All right, everybody. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Keep it up. We're gonna make it.
See ya.
We're almost there.